Hey, good morning, boys and girls. Today is, what is today? Thursday, April the 13th. This is going to be a little episode of On the Bench. I'm finishing up some large scale projects, restoration project on the Tom Daniels Super Digger. I've got to manufacture a few parts for that for the steering, but otherwise I'm almost done with that. I'd been waiting on some scale plug lines to come in for that, which I got those, and that's finished. So that one's almost ready in the can. Waiting on some paint. Working on the Betty Page and Orbit resin cast. Had to order some paint for that because some of my flesh tone paint was getting bad. So I'm waiting on that. But in the meantime, I broke out a couple of kits last night. I have the reissue of the Aqua Rod team. I had that on order. I'm waiting for that to come in as well. And I really like the boat from that, but I don't like the van. I think it's a Ford, and it's just really, really plain. Not much to it, but I had a kit that was given to me by one of my best friends for Christmas a couple years ago, so I broke that out last night, and it's a Chevy. I'm a Chevy guy, now a Dodge guy, but I've been a Chevy guy most of my life, so I broke out this Chevy custom van, and it's actually this issue, the 76 Chevy van, and I think this one's out as the Surfer van now. It comes with some surfboards, but I like this one because it comes with, it's got some really nice flares on it, on the body. It's got the nice front molded spoiler. And the interior, of course, really old school. It's got the diamond tufted velvet interior and the seats to match and everything. So I'm going to be working on this one. I'm going to actually put this with the boat from the Aqua Rod team. So I'm going to be pulling it. I was digging through some of my stuff last night and dug out these rim and tire kits that I've had for quite some time, actually since 2005. These were made by a company called Mr. Model, who's still around on eBay, but I don't think they're currently doing anything like this. They're mostly doing photo etch, but these are some really nice photo etched metal rims and aluminum inserts. They come with, of course, some mounts, for the axle mounts, as well as some nice photo etch brake rotors, resin cast calipers. So I'm going to be using that on this particular one. I'm going to drop this into the weeds as much as I can, which is against all the rule of pulling anything, the rules of pulling a boat. You don't want something slammed in the weeds, but it's all about the look, so that's what I'm doing. So it's really hard to mock this up because these interior pieces have to go in before the chassis can go in, and then the frame can sit on that, and it's just a nightmare. But I had it all taped together earlier, and what I did is just, to get this down lower is just basically sanded off the bottom of here. There was tabs that were maybe 2 or 3 millimeters high, ground those down where I could get this more recessed down into the mounts in the frame. So that'll drop it a little bit. Of course, I had to still make sure that the tires cleared, which they're really close to the inside of the wheel wells, but that's okay. That's all good. So I just wanted to get it as low as I can. And so I'm going to that's going to end up being a kind of a custom project. I pulled out another kit, the old Bear Super Van. I've always liked the look of this thing. Of course, this reminds me of some of the old Hot Wheels cars, that same type of, futuristic cab, or maybe some of the stuff from Sid Mead, some of those designs, some of his early work. And I like this thing. I mean, it has a lot of really cool parts. It's got smoked windows to go into it. And I'm not going to do either version of this, either the Love Machine or the Super Van version. I'm going to do my own deal with this one as well. And of course, it's got this really funky interior with the rotating bed, and pretty wild. So anyway, I'm gonna do something with that. And the same thing, I pulled out another set of those tires and rims for these, which these are really nice. Get that up into the light there as much as I can. Really nice kind of multi-layered photo etch stuff. Lots of rivets. These are super nice. And I'm it's time for me to use these. I've had them just laying around for so long, and of course, I'm not big on this kind of stuff. I'm kind of a traditional Krager mag wheel guy, or anything like that, Raiders or those type of rims, because that's what I like. But and these, I just do something different, to mix it up a little bit. So that's kind of what's going on. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update of what's on my bench, and I'll continue doing some videos as much as I can. And as soon as I start getting all this stuff laid out, I'll do some more progress videos. But thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see, please subscribe and leave a message, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks again. Thanks for tuning in.